Do you think there's a difference between what women say that they want in a relationship and what they actually respond to?
Yeah.
So then, can you trust a woman's dating advice?
No, I can't trust women at all. I'm fucking.
What advice would you give to the men who don't trust women?
All right, so men that don't trust women, keep doing it. Don't fucking trust them. I haven't found a woman right now in the 22 years I've been on the planet. I haven't found a woman that I trust, and that's just because you can't trust any of them. You can't. They're gonna fucking. You go to the military, you come back, you don't have shit. You get married, you divorce. She takes everything.
How about this question? What's the incentive for a man to get married?
The incentive for a man to get married. Like, I guess the point of getting married is, you're committing yourself to someone who you want to die with and grow with. You don't want to see anyone else. You're not looking for that in anyone else.
Is there anything that a married couple can do that an unmarried couple can't do?
No. I feel like you can do the same thing being married or not. I feel like being married, though, it's more of like you want to show the world, like, this is my wife. You're more, just you're locked to her. You don't want to fuck around on the side. There's no more Vegas. There's no more coming here, looking for hoes on the street. None of that. It's all cut out.
Why is it that in the age of independent women, a man's value is often determined by what he provides?
I would say because women look at a man that got a lot of money as a respect factor. They base their level of respect off the money, I feel.
Okay, but does that mean that guys who don't have a lot of money are not worthy of respect?
To them, yes. To me, any man, whether he got money or not, deserves it, especially if respect is a two-way street. It must be given in order to get got.
Most men don't have money, status. They don't have none of that shit. None of them niggas have that. Like, a small percentage of them do, but most of these niggas out here boosie. We just gonna keep it on it.
Do you think it's true that women would rather be the emperor's mistress than the peasant's wife?
Yes, that's 100. They gonna go after the winners, who taking dubs. They rather, you feel me? They'll rather be under that nigga than a nigga that's a loser. They don't want to be with Come on, because nobody, you as a man, would you want to be with a loser female?
Well, we'll put it this way, right? How about this one?
Huh?
Why is it that a woman is quick to reject a man that lives with his mom, but quick to accept a man that lives with his wife?
Because the man that's with his wife has something established. At least the man that's living with his mom is not doing nothing for himself. We got to keep it 100 out here as men. We can't blame the woman. We got to keep it 100 within ourselves. You still living with moms, like, nigga, what you doing? You feel me? You got to get your own shit.
Can you name something a man does that he thinks is a turn on but is really a turn off?
Yeah, when they flex their money and they flex things that aren't theirs and we know that it's not theirs. It's just, everything is not about money. I don't care about your money. I don't want to see that you live in a house with a pool, but in reality, you really live in an apartment.
Okay.
I don't know.
And lastly, can you think of something that a woman does that she thinks is a turn on but is really a turn off?
The fucking face. What is it? The goofy face? The duck face? The duck face selfie, 100%. Worst thing you can do.
One thing I don't understand about women is this, that you can be there in every single way for them that you can possibly give. You might be able to buy them things. You might be able to speak to them nice, spend quality time, but it never makes them happy. They always dig deeper and they always need more. I've never met a woman that's just like, I like for what you give me, and I don't want you to, I understand you lack in some things. I feel like women can't be too understanding that they need more than what you can give sometimes.
Why will a woman wear a fake wedding ring to repel men, but a man will wear a fake wedding ring to attract women?
Because women want a man that's, they want a man that's already got a woman, or they want a man that can get women. They don't want to be, like we said, they don't want to be with no loser ass nigga. Come on, who would want to be? You don't want to be with no woman like that.
Okay. Do you find it hypocritical when parents advise their sons to avoid gold diggers while also advising their daughters to find a man who will take care of them?
Yes. You got to keep it 100 on both sides, and I feel like a lot of parents don't do that. And I feel like, okay, and that's another thing I learned. I feel like a lot of moms are teaching their sons the wrong thing. Like, they're not teaching their sons like what attracts women. At the end of the day, they're teaching them to be the good guy and the nice guy, and the nice guys don't get shit. The nice guys don't finish the race, they finish last. That's what they say.
So is a single mother more likely to raise an alpha or a beta male?
Beta a beta fucking cuck.
Right, exactly. A simp, right?
A simp ass nigga.
Right.
A
100%.
simp ass nigga.
Right. So then why are there so many so I asked, doesn't the rise of single moms contribute to the lack of respectable men?
100%.
So why are so many women saying I don't need a man, but then complaining about the lack of respectable men?
Because a lot of these men are not respectable. They don't demand they respect. A lot of this day and age, a lot of the men out there are beta males because they wanna please the woman. They wanna do everything and put her on a pedestal, and they wanna do everything for the woman. But women don't want that. At the end of the day, they want you to go after what you want to go after. Do your mission first. You feel me? They want you to keep going. They want you to do whatever you want to do, and that's what men don't get. They don't want to do. Men don't want to get out there. They don't want to do what they want to do. You have to do that at the end of the day, because that's what's gonna bring you the most success and the most women at the end of the day. Because the successful man at the end of the day is gonna have the most options as far as the women.
Do you ever hear this expression? If you chase women, you'll eventually run out of money. If you chase money, you'll never run out of women.
Exactly. That's fucking facts.
Why are most early schooling teachers women, while male teachers typically handle the older students?
Most men are probably fucking pedophiles, and they want to sleep with the person who's going to be their person. And then most women can tolerate a younger child.
Okay, most early schooling teachers are women. Every man is a mother. Women have had a strong influence over boys for centuries. If men are to blame for oppressing women, what does that say about the women who raised those men?
Ooh, wow. Maybe their fathers were fucking terrible? I have no idea. I got nothing on that one.
Do women feel entitled to a relationship if they give a man sex?
Yes, they do.
Why?
Because they feel like once they open their inner self up to a man, they feel like you got to give them 110% by any means, because they feel like their personal spots is very lucrative, and at the end of the day, they want you to love them for them. Once they give you that, that's like their hidden treasure. You know, it's like once you find that gold, you don't need the leprechaun no more.
Are women doing men a favor by giving them sex?
Yes and no. The reason I say yes and no is because I wouldn't look at it as a favor, because at the end of the day, both parties are pleasured. You know what I mean?
True, of course. If a woman is rewarding a man with sex, why is there pressure on him to please and satisfy her?
You got me stuck right there. That's complicated.
Men don't care if they satisfy women.
Oh, really? Okay. So related to that, they say that 70% of women are not satisfied from intercourse.
Yeah, that's facts.
Right? Okay. Why would a woman rather fake an orgasm than teach her partner how to give her a real one?
Because men have big egos, and when you fuck it up, they get all hurt.
It's too much work to show them.
Okay, but why would a woman deny her own pleasure and satisfaction to protect a man's ego?
I did that to my ex.
Who is more likely to be sexually frustrated, men or women?
I'm gonna say women, because me per se, I can go out with my woman and have a good night, and satisfy myself, and I'm okay. These women nowadays, they want 4 or 5 hours. You give them 30 minutes. That's not good enough. You call the minute man. You understand what I'm saying? And us men, we're satisfied. I can go right to sleep. You know what I mean? Throw a little ice cream, throw on the channel, and I'm going to sleep. But that's how it is. So.
And
yeah.
okay, if women are capable of having multiple orgasms, how do you know when sex is done? Is it when the man is finished or when the woman taps out?
It should be when she taps out. I go until she taps out.
Okay, all right. When a woman decides to give a man a shot, is there a window of time for him to close the deal before she gets bored?
Yes.
So timing is important, right?
100%.
Okay. Are young women aware that they will have peak years of beauty, fertility, and dating options, but will lose influence over men as they age?
No.
No,
You don't think they're aware of it?
I don't think they're aware of it.
Okay, but it's true though, right?
I think it's true.
Okay.
It is 100% true.
But women aren't aware of it.
Yes.
So why do women often choose to wait for romance and focus on their career when their own window is the most limited?
Because their dad sold them on a principle that was a fictitious thing. They told them that you're gonna grow old, you're gonna have the Prince Charming, he's gonna come through with your fucking prince, and he's gonna slay a dragon and all this other bullshit. That's not gonna happen.
I think it's a matter where they think they're gonna be like that forever, so they got a longer window, they feel.
Because women want to have their fun at the end of the day. They want to act like they don't want to do what men do, but they do. We don't know. Most of us don't know, but the real ones know. But they do what they do at the end of the day too. They don't tell us that. They don't tell nobody that. But it's 100. That's what it is.
What's the difference between a man who spoils his woman and a man who's whipped?
A man who spoils his woman, oh, that's like me. I buy my girl nice things, but I'm not whipped because I know that, if I were to, be in a situation where she didn't, love me anymore, or like me, or walk away, it wouldn't, I wouldn't be like, hey, let me spend more money to get that back from you. Whipped is when you're like, you're a simp almost. You're pussy whipped. She has you like on a leash, like, come on, let's go.
Is it generally true that men seek the hottest woman they can afford while women seek the richest man they can attract?
Yes.
So can dating be compared to prostitution?
Yes.
Who is more likely to be sexually frustrated, men or women?
Men.
Who is more likely to be frustrated due to lack of sex?
Men.
Would you agree that men who are frustrated are more likely to be mad at the world?
Yes.
So do you think that if prostitution was cheap and accessible, there would be less rape and sexual violence?
Yes.
If so, would you be in support of making that possible despite the fact that it objectifies women?
Yes.
Is that a worthy sacrifice?
Yes.
Who is more likely to become frustrated due to lack of sex, men or women?
Men. See, women can handle it. You know what I mean? They got little toys and got so many different things and so many ways that they can satisfy themselves. Us men, we don't really have too many. So, we want that shot, and if we don't get that shot, we're kind of like, we're frustrated, so definitely us.
Would you agree that the men who are frustrated are more likely to be mad at the world?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so here's a controversial topic. Do you think if prostitution was cheap and accessible, do you think there would be less rape and sexual violence?
I'm gonna start off by saying this, right? That started off as a mental illness and a sickness. So once that's placed upon your brain, no matter if you can pay for it or you can't, they get the thrill of it. Such as Ted Bundy. You know what I mean? So no, I feel it'll be the same, maybe even higher.